One of the stories in the book Irresistible by Adam Alter explains that one of the earliest understandings of how the brain becomes addicted involve an accident while testing on mice. It's an accidental discovery. A probe was placed into the brains of various mice to see how they would react to being shocked. But the mice would push on a bar to get food, and that would cause a painful shock that went directly into their brain. Now, most mice would do whatever they could to avoid being shocked, but one mouse continued to press the bar over and over again. The minute the bar was introduced to the cage, the mouse would run over the bar and push it over and over and over and over again as if it didn't feel the pain or even need to eat. It wasn't about the food. The scientists observing this were completely baffled by the behavior until the mouse died from a combination of not eating and being shocked too much. It was only after the mouse's demise that the researchers realized that the probe had been mistakenly placed into the pleasure center of the mouse's brain rather than the part that registered pain. So instead of feeling the pain or discomfort of being shocked, the mouse became addicted to the shocks because they were registering as pleasure. The stimulation of this same pleasure center in our brains is what explains addictions. Those little hits repeatedly are what keep us doing something, even to our detriment. Today's technology, especially social media platforms, is run mostly by various algorithms. And these algorithms tend to share one primary purpose: to give you what you like quickly and as often as possible. They remove all the traditional stopping cues, just leaving the promise of another satisfying experience. Now, we all consume content. Some are satisfied to varying degrees by different types of content that they consume. Some like to listen to podcasts, some prefer to binge watch shows, some people like to watch movies, and others prefer to listen to music. In the end, thanks to the data that our various platforms collect and we willingly provide, the algorithms know exactly what we want and how and when to give it to us. This constant hit of dopamine that gets sent to our brain. Now, dopamine is the neurotransmitter that releases as a reward to the pleasure centers. Well, that hooks us better than any drug ever could. The book Irresistible also talks about how people surveyed say that apps that leave them satisfied were the ones that they learned from or they felt that they got some personal growth from. They got the least pleasure from social media apps. However, the social media apps were the ones that they spent the most time on. Why? Well, according to the book, the social apps feed our need for many of the goals just beyond our reach. A few of these include irresistible and unpredictable positive feedback, unresolved tension that demands resolution, and a strong social connection. Some platforms, such as Facebook, have even been shown to expressly show negative content because feeding on negative emotions is what garners a reaction. For users seeing this kind of content, it triggers the need for feedback.